And level 3 is what I call the S, strangers, suppliers, and self-employed. Okay. So these are the people that you come in contact with. Okay. So strangers is self-explanatory. Okay. Suppliers also means they provide you a service. Okay. And we want to find strangers and suppliers who are self-employed. Okay. So you don't want, here's the mistake people do. When they talk to strangers, they talk to employees. There's nothing wrong with talking to employees. You will talk to them here, right? Already 1 and 2, you're talking to them, yes or no? You see that? In 1 and 2, you're already talking to the employees, okay? Now, why I don't like to talk to employees when they're strangers is because I have to sell them 2 things. I have to sell them entrepreneurship, and then I got to sell them in magic. 2 sales is too far away. And then on top of that, I'm a complete stranger. You understand this? So I have 3 barriers to go through. Okay? So I want to just break 1 barrier. Okay? In magic, that's it. Okay? Anyone understand what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. I want to break the least amount of barrier. In the stranger relationship, I want to break the least amount of barriers. Okay. So, what's the currency? Let's talk about currency. So, what flows between strangers? Now, if you are generous with a stranger, is it weird? Type 1 if you agree is weird. If you suddenly, it's not normal. See, so the currency is not right. If you respect a stranger, okay, is it weird? Type 2 if that's weird. Okay, it's really weird, right? So notice you're taking Indian rupees, you're coming to Malaysia. That is the problem, right? So you must always use the right currency for every single communication. Okay. So on strangers, suppliers, self-employed, the currency is a bit different. To have something flowing, to start a conversation. You want to know the secret? Type yes if you know the secret. For strangers. Yes? Okay. The currency is called common interest and ideas. You see, many people make the mistake of trying to sell very quickly to the stranger suppliers and self-employed. You cannot immediately call them and get them into the business. You can, but you have to call 100 with 0 chance of them getting in the business. Do you get what I mean? It's like you have a 0 chance to understand when it's a success. You can call 100 and get 0. You can call 100 and get 3. We have no clue, right? It's so unpredictable in the stranger suppliers and self-employed mindset, okay? So how do we make sure that we have the chance? Is to build a relationship, okay? So how we do this is when I'm meeting someone like Sanan, I don't know who he is, he don't know who am I. But what I'm trying to find as quickly as possible is what are the things we have in common and what ideas we have in common. So if Sanan, for example, is my plumber, he comes and fixes my plumbing at home, right? Or he's the cleaner who sends all the cleaners to clean my house. Or maybe he's the electrician, he has a company that does, he hires a few people, and he's a small business owner, okay? I want to know more about why you got in this business. So Sanan, how long you been doing electric business? Sanan will tell, 2-3 years. I say, okay, how did you get involved? So the currency is common interest and ideas. When there is a common idea, okay, then we can become connected. So I find out that Sanan was doing this business because he used to work corporate, and then after corporate he felt like he could do something else, or used to work for some. Say, oh great, I too agree with you. We need to find a way to make money ourselves. We have to grow because of inflation, blah blah blah. Suddenly we have something in common. Type yes if you notice this. Suddenly we have something in common. So from stranger, now you become an ally. From stranger, you become 2 person with common interests, common ideas. Even if it's not an interest, it's an idea. You believe in the same idea. Okay? So the way you approach stranger suppliers and self-employed people is to be curious. I want you to write this down. Curious. It's about being curious about them. It's not about you going out and tell them, do this, do that, this is good, I want to call you to come here, blah, blah, blah. That's the amateur way. The professional are the people who actually say, I want to know more about you. And you'll be surprised. Actually, humans really appreciate when you put interest in them. A lot of people actually appreciate the interest. How many of you here actually enjoyed it when a stranger once upon a time took the time to listen to your story and understand you? Yes, if you actually appreciated it. Yeah? So be curious about them. And then suddenly, they will keep talking. Suddenly you will find something that matches you. You don't know when it will come, but it will come. Right? Something will come. Because if they are self-employed or they are doing a business of sorts, there must be a reason why they're doing the business. And I'm sure you can connect with them through that purpose and through that reason. And when you are connected with them, then you can start to use the same way. Here, I would love to work with you. Do you see this now? Right? Then you use back the number 2. I would love to work with you. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not for you. But for me, I'm growing this business on a part-time. I'm looking for someone just like you, thinking about taking care of the family, how to beat inflation. Would you care to come and take a look? How many of you starts to see that, you got some ideas now, type on the chat, AHA, you're getting some ideas now, right? See, many people make the mistakes. They cold call, and they go through 100 phone calls or 1,000 phone calls, no quality. And in the end, they get stressed, they get demotivated because you have no connection with these people. But what if I told you today, you have 9 phone calls or 9 interactions, but they are good quality and you did it with sincerity? Would you enjoy it if you're sincere with it? Yes? Yeah. You see, life is not about doing a lot, but doing the things properly, doing the things with heart, with sincerity, just like the Japanese mentality, right? It's all about being minimalist. But when you do one thing, do it damn well. When you do something, put your heart into it. That's why they can come up with some amazing technologies. Okay. So this is the third one, which is strangers. Now, I want you right now, before we end, write down 3